Anyone who's played Beeswarm for longer than 5 seconds knows how good gifted bees are. They give you hive bonuses and special abilities that make boosting as an endgame hive possible. But I wanted to see, do they really matter that much? So that's why today I'm gonna be testing 2 hives. They're both gonna be identical, but one is gonna be ungifted and the other one is gonna be gifted. And I'm gonna boost with both hives to see which one is better. So I'm obviously in the test room to test this. Let's get all BX autoclaim badges. But more importantly, I have a hive to start building. I'm gonna be running a red hive today. I thought it would be interesting to see how a red hive is gifted versus ungifted, and that should overall give us an idea. Okay, I guess I'm getting basic bee, which is gonna be kind of useless. You literally do not need basic at all unless it's gifted. I'm trying to keep this hive authentic, you know? All right, let's hatch a few music bees. And now we need to work on precise and spicy bees. So when precise bees are ungifted, they don't actually spawn precise marks, which is unfortunate, but if anything, this already shows you how good gifted bees are. Anyway, I'm still obviously gonna boost. I want to see how good everything is. But a few less precise marks obviously won't stop me. So yeah, let's just go up to the top shop, buy a few more hive slots. I'm excited, bro. I made this same video literally almost 2 years ago, but so much has changed since then, and I've gotten so much better at Beeswarm that I had to make another video. And also the old video is literally dead. So I guess that's literally another excuse to do this. I'm definitely not doing this because I just love the suffering. Well, I'm fully decked out in top shop gear, and now it's time to fully deck out my hive with subpar ungifted bees. Okay, 11 precise, that should be good. Now we just need a few spicies. I think 10 spicy bees should be good. To finish it off, we're gonna get a few vectors. I guess no matter whether it's gifted or not, vector bee will always be good. Yeah, this seems like a pretty chill guy hive. I'm just thinking, what else do I need for an authentic red hive? Oh, carpenter bee, how could I forget? All right, we're just gonna get 3 of those. And now, usually I just click this button to make my bees level 20 and gifted, but that would not work because I need my bees leveled up, not gifted. But I guess all problems have a solution because I do also have 10 quadrillion honey, so we're gonna spend a little bit of it on treats. I think it costs like 1.6 something quadrillion to level up your hive to level 20. And yeah, things are getting pretty expensive already. Theoretically, this number should get me to level 20. Okay, only level 19. We're so close. Never mind. What about this? Okay, yeah, that gets beast level 20. All you need is 2.9 billion treats. It's just that easy. This is so weird, actually having to level up my hive because I haven't done any of it in like 20 years. Because I haven't done any actual leveling up in 20 years since I got to level 20, especially not in the test realm, bro. I'm not used to actually leveling up bees manually, but you know what, the sound is pretty nice, so that's why I'm gonna do it. Not because I need to make this video, but because the sound is cool. Well, the hive is now leveled up, and now we need to buy a little bit of gear. And now I have max gear. Now I need the best amulets. I'm not gonna lie, I have to lock in on the amulets right now because someone literally commented on my last video, even though this video is already 1 year old, your amulets were dog shit. I feel made fun of, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we have to get some good amulets for once. Scorching Star, Starsaw, please, come on. Bro! Holy crap, 70% red pollen? That is actually insane. And then 17% pollen, white pollen, critical chances. Bro, that's freaking gnarly. All right, now we need a moon amulet. That's pretty OP. Okay, chat, I told you, I'm actually locking in on the amulets. We are getting good things today. Okay, this might be really good. 11 bee attack, 28 red pollen. Markability pollen, super crit power, and instant red conversion. Yeah, we're definitely getting that. Bro, first try, OP anti-amulet. Holy crap, the amulet luck is actually insane. Maybe on it heard people complaining about how bad my amulets were in the last video, and he's like, okay, Yarix, you suck at amulets, just have some freebies, and I'm not gonna complain about this. 5 out of 5 stick bug amulets. Now that I have the best amulets and the best gear, the final thing before I boost will probably be to farm up a few buffs. The first and easiest one is probably Puffshroom Blessing, because all you gotta do in the test realm is put a sticker planter down, open it. Oh yeah, that's a few stickers. I'm not gonna... Bro, holy crap, how many stickers are gonna spawn, dude? As I was saying, you open this thing, and in Puffshrooms fly, and they're like always epic or rare, and you get guaranteed blessing, and it's pretty slay guy Sigma. Okay, that is quite a few freaking Puffshrooms. Bro, what the helly? And quite a few stickers too. My game is literally frozen because of how many stickers there are. Okay, I have a 100x blessing. That literally gives 10% pollen capacity for like 2 minutes of work. It's worth it. We've been waiting long enough. Now it's time to see how much honey I can truly make boosting. Yeah, I guess the only thing left now to do is to donate a gifted myth egg. Hopefully I get Pepper Patch wins. Okay, so we got the next best thing, which is Rose. Bruh. All right, well, Rose isn't a terrible field per se. It is kind of bad though. So to actually measure how much honey I end up making, I'm just gonna spend the last remaining honey on treats. Yeah, so we have 50 million honey left. Anything I make in the next 15 minutes counts towards the ungifted hive honey. Everything should be ready. Let's start popping all my buffs. Glitter, load of dice. Whenever this ×4 boost expires is when I will stop boosting. Already we're doing like 200 million a second, which is pretty good. But I gotta turn off all the pollen. There is way too much of everything going on the screen. And our first Scorching Star. Wait, who's this guy, bro? What is bro doing? I'm literally trying to lock in on boostering. I keep going for the precise marks, but they just don't spawn. Okay, I guess we will not be using precise marks today. Yeah, but I am making like 3 billion a second, which isn't terrible. Okay, now 5 billion a second. Wait, 8 billion. All right, that's not too shabby, I guess. There's definitely been times where I make more, but this is the very start of the boost. I do have to say, I kind of miss the gifted buffs, like the hasty bee speeder or whatever, you know, all the extra critical chance, all the extra attack. Not that it really matters too much. You can just tell the difference when boosting. And the precise marks, man, I miss the precise marks the most. I was thinking about doing white hive for a boost, but at the same time, white is a pretty complicated hive to boost as. Red is pretty straightforward. You just stand in flames and you make honey. All right, we got the next Scorching Star going. Bro, as soon as I get the scorches, we start making so much more honey. We went from 1 billion a second to almost 10. Yeah, there we go. 10, 11 bill. I honestly did not expect to be making this much as an ungifted hive. Wait, 17 billion? Bro, how? All right, well, some things will never be answered or something. I guess there are just some mysteries of the world, like how I'm making honey with 0 gifted bees, or like how people landed on the moon. I think the gifted bee question is a little harder. Wait, what the hell is that? Why does bro have 50 baby bees? Bro is doing some vigorous testing for Onnit himself. Like, Onnit probably pays him like $20,000 a month just to test the game. This guy's an inventor. The F students are gonna be the inventors. We already made over 1 trillion honey, and it has been, okay, it's been like almost 5 minutes soon. So theoretically, maybe we can make like 5 trillion. That's a good goal. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. The next Scorch. Yes, sir. Okay, even though I don't have precise marks, normal marks are putting in the work, bro. Go combo! Yes, sir. This is literally like a free festive bean. Bro, somebody at Pineapple Patch missed. Yo, what is that? How much did we just make? I think we're doing like 50 billion a second for a second there. That's a crazy Yark sentence right there. And we're still doing 40 bill, bro. We have about half the time left to boost, like 7 minutes or something. So that should be 3 or 4 more Scorching Stars. Go combo! Okay, the final Scorching Star. ×4 boost runs out in like 30 seconds. So yeah, we got the final stretch of time, bro. Can I actually hit 5 trillion? We are so close to that. I think I might just be able to. Exclaim. Okay, we just gotta grow the Scorching Star as big as possible and hit a few target practices. Come on, bro. Can any of these idiots spawn? We have like 10 seconds. Bro, my game froze! Wait, we have like 5 seconds. There we go, 5 trillion. On the dot, bro. I'm just gonna say I made like 5 trillion in 15 minutes with this ungifted hive, with this monstrosity. What is bro doing? Is he taking a thumbnail? Well, now my life is easy because for the next part, I just gotta go here, press this button, and my entire hive turns gifted. The only problem is I can't get new wins. So I guess we have to do a little bit of off-camera waiting. Okay, it's been like an hour, and we will now be doing the exact same boost with the exact same hive. The only difference is the hive is now gifted. Let's pop Marshmallow Bee, Super Smoothie, and now we're gonna donate a gifted mythic egg. Hopefully I get Rose so I can boost in the exact same field. Yes! Okay, let's go. I'm so glad I got Rose. I did not want to wait for an extra hour. That would have been a swindle scam. But yeah, we have the exact same hive. Wait, I have 5 trillion more honey than I should. So yeah, really quickly, we're gonna waste a little bit of it. There we go. We pretty much got nothing left. Now, glitter, loaded dice. And when this ×4 Rose runs out, just like last time, the boost will be over. Okay, I can't really tell the difference in the boost so far. I mean, the only difference is I can actually get precise marks, which is nice. I know how to boost with a proper red hive a little more than with an ungifted one. Yeah, okay, already with literally nothing, we're making like 7 bill. No Scorching Star or anything. You can already probably tell how much better this boost is gonna be. But I'm not gonna judge too early. I'm not gonna come to conclusions. This is a scientific experiment. I have to test it all the way to the end. But we did just make a 10th of what I made with an ungifted hive in like 30 seconds. And yes, first Scorching Star, already we're at multiple tens of billions a second. This is just objectively so much better. Yeah, 40 bill a second. We made it at 1 trillion in like what? In 1 minute or something. Holy crap, 100 billion a second? Gifted hive is already outperforming the ungifted one by so much. Dude, this is freaking crazy, bro. Yeah, so in literally 1 Scorching Star, we made pretty much everything the ungifted hive made in 15 minutes. Yeah, 5 trillion honey is down. Maybe I can make like 50 trill. That should be a realistic goal if I lock in hard enough. Okay, let's go another small amount of 100 billion a second. Too easy. All right, 10 minutes left on the boost. 1/3 of the time down. And we still have a lot of time to make honey. Yeah, realistically, 50 trillion should be achievable achievable. Oh my god, bro. We just got festive present. Mother bear morph. That's all we need. Up to 25 trillion honey. That's a pretty good boost if you ask me. About to get Scorching Star 2. 30 trillion honey. Yes, sir. And still counting. 34, 35 trillion, 36 trillion. Okay, this is probably going to be my last Scorching Star. 50 seconds left on the 4x boost. But this is a really good one. Might be my best Scorch, honestly. 3x Inspire. Yes, sir. Wait, okay, we gotta hit 40 trillion at least, right? Okay, there we go. 40 trillion has been achieved. Yeah, so a little better than the Ungifted Hive. One might say that gifting your bees is pretty good. All right, there we go. The boost is over and time to run the numbers. And yeah, okay, so I literally made like 8 times what I did with the Ungifted Hive. The Ungifted Hive made me 5 trillion. And the gifted one, which is this, made me 41 trillion. So yeah, 8 times better. But this is a very subjective boost, you know? Just because I made 8 times more honey doesn't mean gifted bees make your hive 8 times better. They make your hive a lot better, especially if you combine them well with a good hive composition. But yeah, this answers my question of whether gifted bees matter. And long story short, yeah, gifted bees do matter a tiny bit in bee swarm. Let me know how many gifted bees you guys have in the comments. Join my Discord, link in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.